Which low-fat ice cream is good enough?
Let's talk about that.
Good Mythical morning.
Our Tour of Mythicality stage show is a thing of the past, but you can relive it whenever you want. You can rent it or buy it on iTunes, cable, and more. We even have
more.
a freaking Blu-ray.
Yeah, here
Go to
it is.
tourmythicality.com for more details.
Yeah, get that. All right, now back in my great grandpappy's day, there were only 3 ice cream flavors: chocolate, vanilla, and coal. But nowadays, there are hundreds of options, and I'm not just talking about flavors, I'm also talking about nutritional content too.
Right, so today we're sampling the quote unquote healthier versions of the biggest ice cream name brands out there to find out if they're an acceptable level of satisfying to replace their less healthy counterparts. It's time for Good Enough, Low-Fat Ice Cream Edition. Okay, so we're gonna be comparing the nutritional differences to decide if it's good enough or, oh, that's rough.
Yeah, and let's start with Dryers, which in your area may be known as Edie's, and we have the classic butter pecan flavor, or what I call butter pecan, against their slow churned, no sugar added butter pecan alternative. Actually, in the South, I call it pecans.
But we never say butter pecan.
We say butter pecan.
You say butter pecan. If you put it in ice cream, it changes the way you say it.
Right, it gets more proper. Butter pecan.
I didn't know that Dryers was Edie's. That's the biggest revelation for me.
And slow churned, in addition to no sugar added, says it has 1/3 less calories and half the fat as classic. So we should taste this one first.
Right, and so, and basically we've got a serving size here, 20 calories less in a serving size.
Okay.
Yeah, always go for the, you know what, yeah, let's do these extra spoons over here. So you taste the one that you think is gonna be worse first.
Still very creamy, still very pecan-y.
I don't know, there's
nothing to compare it to yet, but.
There's something about it that feels like I'm being compromised.
Yeah?
I'm being compromised.
Kind of like when you can tell that a television's on in another room, but you can't really hear it, but you know you can hear it.
Oh man, and that just tastes good. Like there's nothing in it that throws you a little curveball, except the kind of curveballs that you like.
The creaminess is the same. It's sweeter and it's got a more robust sweetness. I still got some on this spoon.
There is a distinct difference.
Yeah.
And I will say, 20 calories. Do you know you can burn calories by actually driving your car? Sitting in LA traffic for 21 minutes, you actually would burn 20 calories.
The delta here?
I do that every morning. I'm not gonna make the sacrifice for this. It's not worth it.
Would you sit in your car for 21 extra minutes in order to enjoy that taste over this?
Yes.
Me too. So Dryer slow churn, no sugar added butter pecan?
Ugh, that's rough. Okay, now we got Breyer's Delights Mint Chip versus Breyer's Original Mint Chip.
Breyer's Delights is that's their brand with 75% less fat than a range of full fat ice cream.
So why do they call it Delights?
They
should call it Compromise.
Well, we'll see if we can delight in it. Now, in terms of servings, there's 4.5 grams less fat and 50 less calories in this than a serving of that.
And if you milk a cow for 22 minutes, you can burn 50 calories. I do that every day as well. I mean, you probably have to move on to the second cow. I think one cow can only take about 12 and a half to 13 minutes of milking, in my experience, and milking cows directly into my mouth.
All right, so you gotta, which
I have done.
And I also did. After watching you do it, I then decided to do it. That's how euphoric you made it look.
Here's something I'll say about mint flavored things in general. I like them, but the mint flavor hides the fact that you're making a compromise a little bit in a way that pecans don't. That's just my first thing. Yep. I wouldn't know that I was not eating, a compromised alternative.
I know, so before you tell me what you think about this, I think you were thinking that this is okay.
Definitely.
It's not as fluffy as this one. It's more dense, but in almost, not in a creamy way, in like a sherbety kind of way.
That's because they had to compress it down to fit into this container.
Okay.
It's the same amount of ice cream, it's just.
This is certainly a better consistency. I would say it's the same taste, because of what you said about the mint.
Yeah, it's the same principle of why, and listen, not a sponsor, but the reason I like Diet Dr. Pepper, because the reason you like Dr. Pepper is because of that medicine-y taste, and that doesn't go away when you have the diet version.
But if you really like doing this anyway.
Milk a cow anyway.
Think about the hands on that maiden. That milk maiden, I mean, they're probably huge. I mean, it's like, just think about it.
I like a big-handed lady.
Good gosh.
All right, Breyer's Delights Mint Chip, good enough.
Next up, we got Ben & Jerry's Classic Cherry Garcia versus their Euphoria Light brand. This is Cherry Garcia with a twist of chocolate swirl in the cherry ice cream, which that does not have.
And
Are they compensating for something?
And so this one has 260 calories and 15 grams of fat in a serving. That has 140 calories and 4.5 grams of fat. Again, they're trying to sell you on the euphoria. Let's come up with a cool word to make you forget that you're eating something that's not as good.
Because the thing with this is, you open this thing up, you're gonna eat the whole thing. That's the problem.
Now, 120 less calories in a serving. You would have to shred on your guitar
Like Jerry Garcia?
for 40 minutes to burn that many calories. And basically that's like 1.5 Grateful Dead songs.
If that. Now, I'm not gonna hold the cherry flavor against it because that's kind of the point. I just like, it's a little hard for me to overlook. I like savory ice cream.
Okay, this is one of my favorite ice cream flavors.
Really?
I used to get this at the C-store, which 2 years into living in a dorm with a C-store, I realized the C standed for convenience.
I thought you were gonna say like somehow it stood for like gaining 15 pounds.
No, I
which
just
you
didn't
also
know it.
did, right?
No, I did that when I got married.
Yeah, right.
So I would get one of these on the daily and just eat the whole thing. And that was back when I couldn't gain weight, no matter
you
what
couldn't.
I did.
That's right.
So what I'm saying is, as somebody who really likes this, I would think that I was eating it when I ate that. Like, it's really that good.
But with more chocolate.
I'm not letting the chocolate doesn't add any calories.
I know, I'm just saying it changes the taste.
It's still really good. But I'm telling you, man.
If I saw Ben or Jerry, and I think one of them's still alive on the street, but if I saw either of them on the street, I think they're the type of people that I would go up to and hug. You know, it's like, I would ask, but then I would
I would ask permission.
I would
first.
pretty much insist. I must give you a hug.
Ironically, I'm having euphoria from eating this. I really, really like it. I may actually like it more, and I'm not just making it up.
Are you gonna give up guitar? You gonna stop shredding?
Yeah, I can now that I'm eating low-fat ice cream.
You could eat that much more of this and shred than just eating that.
I'm not really a shredder.
I agree. I'm enjoying these equally.
Okay, so Ben & Jerry's Euphoria Cherry Garcia, good enough. Okay, now we've got the classic Bluebell homemade vanilla versus the Bluebell light homemade vanilla.
Yeah, Bluebell also has a no sugar added version, but again, this is the light version, which means less fat. But incidentally, it also means more sugar than the classic.
I will say right off the top that I respect Bluebell for just calling it light, you know? Just calling it what it is and not trying to give me some new word like Bellaphoria.
Yeah, a serving of the classic contains 180 calories, 9 grams of fat, while this light version, 140 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, and more sugar. So it's
40 more calories in this one. You would have to mow a lawn for 19 minutes to burn that off.
You're speaking my language now,
But
lawn mowing.
You were a riding lawnmower man. I don't know what the math is on that.
This is a push mower?
Yeah, I think this is a push mower.
Homie, don't play that.
After eating all those richly flavored ice creams, going back to vanilla, it's a little disappointing.
I was gonna say the exact opposite. Like, well, I'm finally at home.
That's the difference between me and you.
I love this just plain vanilla.
Yeah.
It's.
I want more, man. I want more out of life.
It's wonderful.
I'm vanilla. I don't need more.
This is great.
I do like it as an ice cream though. Like,
yeah, I would say, boy, that's some good ice cream.
I wouldn't know that I was eating light ice cream. Oh man.
Richer.
This has
thicker.
It's got
fattier.
Like something on the bottom of it. It has like a foundation.
It's got a low end
to
it.
Saying?
It's got a badonkadonk.
Yeah, it's like shaped differently.
Drop it like it's hard.
Oh man. That's really good.
But again, before we dipped into the donkadonk, I was feeling good about this.
Hold on. You're comparing the two things. Like, you know that this exists.
Yeah.
So presumably, you have the option to buy it.
And I love lawn mowing. Even a push mower for this.
I wouldn't be upset if you gave me that as ice cream, but I know that this exists and you're asking me to make a choice between the two. Is it worth mowing the lawn for 19 minutes?
Yes.
Exactly. So what you're saying is
dramatic pause.
Bluebell Light homemade vanilla.
That's rough. All right, we got another vanilla versus vanilla. This is Blue Bunny's vanilla versus the Blue Bunny no sugar added sweet freedom.
There you go, trying to sell me on something.
Want to experience some freedom while eating ice cream. 130 calories in this half cup serving versus 90 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, over 7 grams of fat.
Okay, so you're saving 40 calories by eating the sweet freedom version. You have to clean your bunny's cage for 10 minutes to burn that off.
You've been doing some calculations.
Yeah. I mean, but it's probably clean after 4 or 5 minutes. So you're just doing extra cleaning just to enjoy this.
This tastes cheap and odd to me.
Both of those things are a good way to describe it.
Thank you. Cheap and odd. That's why I do this for a living.
It tastes like somebody had to make ice cream from something else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, we don't have the normal things that we make ice cream with, but we've got these things.
What did they use?
Let's make it into
fat
ice cream and call it sweet freedom. Because you have the freedom to say that it tastes cheap and odd.
All right.
I gotta say something, and I know this is my problem, so I'm not saying it's your problem, Link.
Oh, well.
And you're doing it like I would say 90% of the time. But the way you're eating the ice cream, where you like leave a little bit on the spoon like that, and then you dip it back into the ice cream.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't dip this back in the ice cream.
Oh yeah, we gotta replay.
I do not.
At one round,
I do not. I would never do. No,
you left a little bit on, and then you put it on the desk, and then you picked it up,
and I ate it.
And then you. Oh
no,
gosh.
I ate it. I didn't put it back in. I would never double dip with residue.
Oh,
never.
God. It's okay.
So I know that this is probably odd.
Hold on, but what? So do you have
to leave half of it?
Do you have a defense for that?
Sharing dairy products, like
well, what am I defending? That I'm leaving half?
Do you have an?
I know I do that.
Do you have an explanation for why you do that?
Because I didn't want more than that.
I didn't want more than this teeny little baby spoon. This isn't even a normal size spoon.
I like the way it feels when I'm like rake off the top.
I can't even do it.
I don't like ice cream touching my teeth, so in some way it helps it not touch my teeth. But I would never,
I'm sure
Stevie, to you or anyone
has already pointed out in the comments.
I would never put my residue in there.
They don't like the way you hold your dog either.
I felt like you did, but I respect that.
Okay.
This vanilla ice cream's not great either.
It's not great. I'm sorry. I know
I'm not a fan of the bunny.
There's a lot of Blue Bunny fans out there. Like people will fight you over some Blue Bunny. But you know what?
So that makes this one tough.
I'm gonna run away. I don't want to fight you. I don't feel that strongly about it.
This one tastes horrible. So
I'll just try to talk my way out of it.
So this is really bad. I would never want it.
But this isn't good either. So if you're gonna make the sacrifice, you're already making a sacrifice just by eating Blue Bunny vanilla ice cream.
Make the full bunny sacrifice.
Yeah. So Blue Bunny no sugar added sweet freedom vanilla, good enough.
So Breyers, Ben & Jerry's, and Blue Bunny, your healthier versions are good enough. Everyone else, we love you just the way you are.
Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hi, my name is Zach from Plymouth, New Hampshire, joined by the lovely teenage Groot from Infinity War, wearing my Mythical t-shirt and watching GMM, and it is time to spin the Wheel of Mythicality.
Too many things at once, Zach.
Got it all together.
Click the top link to watch us try Halo Top Healthy Ice Creams and Good Mythical more.
And to find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is gonna land.
Until the next LTAT, keep on BYMB with this new mug available now at mythical.store.
FOSHO.